Okay, we're back. I'm slightly sick. I have a coughing fit the moment that I turn the stream on, or the recording rather. Anyway, had a bit of a nuts week, but we're getting back to it, and I'm just gonna catch up where I was left off. Let's see what we have, what we need. Okay. I did make some off-camera changes. It was just related to swapping out the rigid body motion for a kinematic rigid body motion. Okay, it looks like we need to implement the recycler. So let's do that now. Scripts, where are we at? Okay, we have a ball launcher. Okay, get out of here, AI. So in the ball launcher, we need a capacity. So we're going to have a, do some temp values here. Whoa. Private int max baby ball equals 50. CSS field private int stored baby ball count equals nope wake so on that we're going to do store baby ball count equals max if is firing okay launch baby ball. We're going to say if baby ball count stored is less than or equal to 0, return. Okay. So that's going to give us that. And then, oh gosh. Store ball count minus. When we instantiate it, okay. So then all I need is so when I did this as part of a game jam, what I did was I did something similar as part of a game jam, and what I had was I had a ball recycler. But I think I can make the ball launcher also the recycler, so it just has a sphere collider. Because this makes it a lot easier because I can handle the collision checking in here, and then I don't have to do events and stuff to pass the ball references around. Or do like a context passing of a ball launcher and make like a subjugate type. I'm talking a lot to myself right now, so don't worry about it. We're gonna do here, we're gonna have a private sphere collider, private void on trigger, enter, if other dot compare tag baby ball I was just checking to see if I could automatically fix that, but It's all good. And I try not to do tags a whole lot, but because a lot of times you're usually trying to like search for a component anyway. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm gonna have to store the baby balls anyway. Oh no, I don't need to store them. I just need to, right. So the reason I don't need to store them is because they're baby balls. They're all the same thing. So I just destroy it or return it to a pool, which is a thing that I should do as well. And spawn a new one. Oh my god. Okay. So what am I doing? Tag. We got a baby ball. Changes tags. Baby ball. Okay. We go back here. So what we want to do is other dot other dot, and then in here I'm going to put a to do use a memory pool rather than destroying and instantiating every time. Definitely getting sick. Puppy. Okay, so if it's firing, return times and so forth. Okay, we're doing that right now. What we're gonna do is subtract, instantiate. Oh, and we also want to, in here, we want to store baby ball count plus plus. All right, and let's just do 5 just so we can make sure that it works. So in terms of like, when I'm thinking about things about like in terms of like premature optimization, in which the case of like memory pooling is definitely like an early optimization. It's not working. Okay. Oh wait, no, it's because I just set it to okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't set up the player. This sphere collider should be a trigger. And that sphere collider should also. Oh, damn it. All right, what about this? Come on. So we gotta tweak the player, obviously. So we want to 0.5. Is that where I want that? Yes. Okay. Make sure your trigger. Oh, you know what? Shit. I remember now why I had a ball recycler, because the player needs to be on the player layer and the player doesn't collide with balls. So that's why I need that child object. Okay. Fine. Unity script, ball recycle. I will do it, which is fine. Car component type of not camera. There you go. And actually, I'll just make this a capsule collider. I lied. Then in you, we're going to take on trigger enter. Replace it. And public event action. What do I want to do? I think I'll just check to see. Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually not going to use ball recycled. Okay. Hold up, I'm trying to think. Because ball recycled isn't probably the best term, because I'm really going to pass the, this is really just dispatching the trigger. Let's say ball recycle triggered. And I think what I will do is, yeah, say if other dot ball, whoops, then yeah. And this is really just a relay. So in the ball launcher, we're going to have a reference to the recycler. The ball recycler. And we're going to debug assert. No, stop. There you go. And then in private void, ball recycler dot plus equals create a method. Well, we're gonna do this. And I don't know if anyone is wondering why I'm like moving methods around. I just have a methodology where I like having all of my Unity lifecycle methods at the top, sort of in the order, more or less in what they occur. And then I'll have like all of my private, all of my public methods, then my private methods, and then at the bottom I usually put like my coroutines down here. Duplicate. On disable. Okay. And this method, if ball.compare tag baby ball, then we're going to store baby ball count plus plus destroy ball.gameObject. All right, I think that's what we do. We got to change up the player. So the player doesn't have this anymore. We need to remove that dependency. Remove that. Okay. Move that. And here we're going to put the ball recycler. And then in here we're going to put ball recycler. And in here we're going to add a layer. This is going to be, oh, we already have it. Ball recycler. Perfect. Is trigger. I'm going to make sure in the project settings we have the ball recycler only colliding with player projectile. Perfect. With all of that, we should have recycling balls. Okay. I'm a little perplexed. Okay. My fire rate is like insane. If I just make this 1. Oh, is it just firing at full speed? All right, so I'm gonna go up to 50. Okay, there we go. So I go back down to there we go. Oh. Wonder what's happening here. What on earth is causing you to do that? Player projectile doesn't collab with player projectile, right? Okay, nope. That's weird. These shouldn't be bouncing off me though. What if I make sure that you're hitting? What on earth is happening? Oops. I also need to, I remember now, I need to add the the aim indicator and the clamping of the angles, but we can do that in the next video. I'd like to figure out what is happening in the next 7 minutes. That'd be dope. Okay, so we're not getting tags. Why is that? If we go to the ball movement, we're going on trigger enter. Here we're going to say if other dot compare tag baby ball, we're going to return because we don't want, wait. So what's happening is the ball is bouncing. I think it's bouncing off the ball recycler because it's a trigger. The thing is, I want to penetrate the ball recycler. Okay, yeah, I think I got this. Other dot try get component out ball recycler turn. Let me do that because I think what's happening is that the balls are superseding their trigger to bounce is superseding the recycle cue. Okay, and then ball recycler. Okay. So everything's happening up to the point of, okay. Okay. We figured it out. For whatever reason, that tag didn't stick. Okay, we're getting to destroy. Oh, what the hell is happening now? I think what's happening is it's probably not instantiating far enough away. Just in case, let's just make sure. Position plus aim direction times, let's just do 2. So what that should do is, because aim direction is a normalized vector, it's got a length of 1. So it's going to spawn it away from my center, 2 meters away from my center, in the direction that I'm aiming. Which this should be really exaggerated, but it should completely fix the bug. Okay, yeah, so we're not getting that wonkiness. So I think I'll just make it 1, and that should be fine, because it's a half width, which means it should only be penetrating 0.25. I don't know why 0.75 was causing it an issue. Get aim direction. So basically, if this is like a non-zero vector, then we normalize it and we return it. Okay. So it should always be normalized. Okay. So me being neurotic about order of operations. Okay. Okay. If that's it, we're going to mark this task done. And we'll call that a video. We should go to player here. We shoot up to 50, 50. It's going a little crazy, but I think we're good. Oh, that's right. I added a damage stun thing. Oh, run into an enemy and it knocks you back and stuns you for a second. Okay, I think we're good. We have a bug that I noticed where we're losing some things out in because we got all these. So there's some balls that are just like out in the ether. What are you doing, bro? So there's something causing them to penetrate through the arena, but that's fine for now. So we're gonna call this good enough for the moment. And we're gonna say implemented ball recycling. All right, thanks for watching. Peace out.